Hello, everybody.
Hey everyone.
I hope you're all doing well. It's been a while since we've done one of these videos, Ollie.
It has, yeah.
So I think the listeners have been patiently waiting for another one of these. So on that note, the theme of this video is patience during a weight loss phase. So, Ollie, we know often people have a lot of goals when it comes to weight loss. For example, it could be something like, I want to lose 5 kgs, I want to lose 10 kgs. Before we get into the importance of patience, why do people become impatient?
Probably because Adam's talked about a little before as well. Like when he goes into signs up for the marathon, he's you're all excited about it, you start your training hard, but over the long term, that kind of excitement fades. Training gets a bit harder. You start thinking, "Oh, I'll skip a training or something." And it's just because of the long-term factor, like the excitement wears off, and that's when your patience you can lose your patience because if you're not improving at the rate you want to.
And I think you touch on a good point. I know I just mentioned a minute ago that this is specifically around patience when you're trying to lose weight, but I think some of the things that we're going to be discussing here are probably just as relevant to other goals as well. Whether it be an endurance-based goal like Adam's, or a strength-based goal, or something around muscle gain, there is a long-term process.
Yeah.
So, when it comes specifically to losing weight, why is it about the long-term game? Why is it about patience?
So everyone's different with weight loss. Some people they'll put their goal in place. They'll start working towards it. They'll lose a lot of weight at the start. Later on down the track, they might that rate of decrease will slowly drop. You won't lose weight. Sometimes you'll gain weight each week, and that can cause you to lose patience when you're seeing that. And others, you might not lose weight for a long time, like first 2 or 3 months, you might not lose any weight, and you're going, well, what am I doing? But in those cases, if you stick to it, your weight will dramatically drop later on. Some people lose weight steadily through. They don't like that either because they want to lose weight fast, but they're just losing a little bit at a time. Everyone's body's different, so they're going to react differently. The main thing is, if you lose your patience and you just go, screw this, I'll go back to the way I was, any benefit you've gained or would have gained, you lose. And you probably gain more weight as well. At the end of it.
And I guess just in this, I know we've touched on this particular subject a number of times. We did a video a while back on not focusing on the scale weight, and one of the things we specifically spoke about was a person's weight may not be going down if they have a fat loss goal, but the fact that it isn't going up over several weeks, that in itself is a major advantage, right? That's something that a lot of people struggle with, just making sure the weight doesn't go up. Now, Ollie, if somebody has been on a fat loss journey and their weight hasn't moved down at all over the last few weeks, and they're just beginning to get to that stage where they're getting a bit impatient, they're starting to Google, why isn't my weight going down? They're contemplating, completely cutting carbs out or completely cutting fat out of their diet. What would you say to them?
Sometimes it's good to take a little break from your diet or whatever you're doing completely. Just don't think about it for a week or so. Because if you're getting to that stage where you're kind of looking at new ways to lose weight, that's dangerous, because if you like do something like cut out all your carbs, then that's your energy gone from your diet, and you need energy to do exercise, to do everything really. And yeah, there's all these other diets you could do as well, like low fat diet, things like that. And it's better to take a balanced approach, because you want to be doing it for the long term, not just the short term thing. Because say you drop your carbs and later on you introduce them back, your body's going to go, oh wow, that's awesome, and store all the carbs in your body, so you'll be worse off. So if you're thinking, if you're starting to have those thoughts where you're going, oh, what should I do, I want to lose weight now, just take a break. Just don't think about it for a week. Do whatever you like, eat more, eat whatever you like for a week. Just kind of give your brain a chance to kind of catch up, and know that what you're doing is for the long term. You don't want a short term solution. Patience is the key.
Yeah, and I mean, I completely agree. I think what you've touched on there is what we call a diet break. And quite recently with a person that we've been helping out, just having that diet breaks had the effect that Ollie speaks about. You know, weight loss had plateaued. We did a diet break for a week where we basically said, let's eat at a maintenance calorie level. And sure enough, after that, there was week after week of weight loss. I think diet breaks in themselves deserve a separate topic. But the key thing that I'm taking away from this, Ollie, is it's a long-term thing. It's about patience, and instead of losing patience and completely changing the approach, it may just be better to take a break for a week or two, and reassess after that.
Definitely, yeah. I mean, you have the goal at the start. Maybe you have to tweak it a little bit, but it shouldn't be a drastic change from that. It should be your goal at the end is still the same. So your way to get there shouldn't change too much throughout the whole process.
Yeah. And I mean, to close this off, it's a bit of a personal question, because I know you lost a whole lot of weight. So you started at well over 100 kgs and you got your weight down. Yep. You improved your health markers. During that phase, were you ever getting impatient?
No.
Why not?
I was focusing more on the exercise side of things. My main goal wasn't weight loss as such. It was more to improve my fitness. So I wasn't focusing on the weight that much. But it goes down naturally because I increased my exercise. And I wasn't going too crazy with the food. So I think that's the main reason why I didn't get impatient at all, because I wasn't focused on the weight. And if I look at how the weight worked, down quite a lot at the start, then it went like this for ages, then it started going down gradually after that. But when I was at the steady state, didn't think about it too much, so I was alright.
And I agree, because I think, and this is where there's a few parallels between this video and the video about not focusing on scale weight. I think when we have other goals besides just the scale weight, now the scale weight may be the most important goal, but when you have other things like, I'm going to try and run further, I'm going to try and get better at my Insanity program, I'm going to try and improve the weight I'm lifting at the gym, I'll try and get through more cycles of my HIIT cardio. I think those things just add extra motivation. So your weight may not be going down, but you can see yourself improving in other areas. And I think improving in those other areas kind of helps drive your weight down. And one of the small things that we look at when we try and help people with weight loss is we say, track your step count. You know, and so sure enough, your weight may not be going down, but let's just try and get your step count up. You know, let's try and get you over 100k total steps for the week. You know, let's try and get you to a new PB. And those are just little things that motivate us. Even though the scale weight's not going down, you're expending more energy as you try and get your step count up. And sure enough, in the long term, you will see the weight loss.
I definitely agree.
So guys, I hope you found this useful. If you have any questions, please let us know. We will make a point of making these Q&A sessions more regular. Stay tuned. See ya.
Take care. See you next
Bye.
time.